Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of an Aussie Fummy in Philippines. What a lovely day. What a lovely, lovely, lovely day. Well, it's just after 6:30 and I've just stopped. What are you doing? So I've just been doing corn up. Normally I do it on a weekend, on a Sunday, but we're too busy yesterday with the babies. So we do it this morning, so it's quite easy to do. Doesn't take long, fully automatic now, just load it up and away she goes. Oh, FMD. Is that choppers? Choppers in the air! Right, so we did a clean up yesterday with Wilfredo. So what we've done is we're buying their bananas off of them. So instead of these ones, like they're not ready for sale for another 2 weeks or more yet, at least another 2 weeks, at least maybe 3 even. But we may be able to use them for the goats. So what we'll do, normally it's 7 peso a kilo, so chicks getting them at 5 peso a kilo, because we don't know if they're going to what do you call it, ripen this to a way that the goats can eat them. It's no good for the humans, but all right for the goaties. And it has got some there that are actually probably would have been ready in about a week's time, so we'll buy them off of them as well. And they're probably, I think she's getting about 7 or 8 pesos. 8 pesos for those ones she's paying. So we help them out, they help us out. So they give us the ones that are too small, that when I say too small, they're only in the small growing area age. And the other ones that are nearly ready, we'll give them the price. Otherwise, they just got to lay on. All the other farmers just lay on the floor. That's it. Now, someone said that there was a professional farmer on Bahal talking about growing bananas, and they've got to be planted on a hill. Well, I'll tell you what, there's not that many fucking hills here, and this is the large banana of Mindanao. This is the Datco prison farm. He's right next door here, and that goes for I don't know how many miles that goes for. And that is one big massive prison farm, banana prison farm, which of course is all dead flat ground. But the thing is, you got to have all your trenches dug all the way through. If you don't have your trenches dug and have them spread out. Good morning, Mary Lou. So Mary Lou's there feeding up all her animals. So you've got to have them, like I say, they're all got to be spaced apart. They're all got to be spaced apart, and you've got to have that big channels running all the way down through there. So if you hear some professionals say, oh, you've got to grow bananas on the hill, well, another fail there, I'm afraid. I hate it when people give out advice and they've got no fucking idea what they're talking about, but it makes a video, doesn't it? Well, that's what's not about, It's about passing on advice that people can use. People can use. That's what it's all about. Okay, so we got Jet Boy coming this morning. I did want to get out there at 6 o'clock and mow the back, all that back area. I planned to do that. Then when I come out here this morning, I looked and went, oh, you dickhead, you still got the tree down. And I can't cut that till I get assistance with Jet Boy. So he'll be coming today. Now we've got all that to clear. And also I'll just go for a walk up the back. I didn't realise this damage yesterday. Well, not yesterday, the day before. I didn't realise the damage. Like that tree that's pissing me off. Chick went to the meeting they had yesterday at 4 o'clock, and they said, well, we'll cut it down, but you'll have to take all your fences down because it's going to drop down onto the creek where the fences are. And I said to her, and I've told her this many times. I said, FMD, darling, a tree can be dropped in fucking 360-degree angle unless it's leaning right over. Right, if it's leaning right over, of course it can't come up over against gravity. Fucking every dickhead knows that. But if you've got a tree that's standing straight, you can cut that and let it fall any direction you want, 360 degrees. I know. I've done a course of that when I was in Australia. In Australia, to use a chainsaw, you supposedly have to have a level 1 chainsaw. That is to cut up firewood and anything that's broken on the ground, like this here, for example. And level 2, which is the week's course we did, is level 2 is cutting down trees. And of course, to show you how to cut down trees. But here in the Philippines, they do suicide cuts, is what we call them. Okay, so what they do, they'll come in here and I'll cut down through here, then I'll cut down through here, and then I'll cut the back angle up here until it breaks and falls down. when it does, it breaks and bounces and shakes everywhere. Backflips. It's pretty dangerous shit. But in the Western world, what we do, down below of course, is we'll cut through halfway to here in a dead straight line. We'll cut out a nice tree trunk here. We'll take that piece of pie out. Then if this is the line here that we've cut in at, we'll come up roughly about 1.5 to 2 inches. That's going to be our hinge. And we actually cut dead straight line across to there, but we leave a good 1 to 2 inches. And that's a hinge, and that will hold the tree, stabilise it until it falls down. Then when it falls off, that will break off. But of course in the Philippines they don't, they do these fucking stupid suicide cuts. Absolutely. But then again, what do we know? Like we're just Westerners, you know. Westerners have got no fucking idea how to do anything. You know, like when I made the fences here, there, you know how to make a fence. You know, it's like you're working on your car, you know, so you're changing the oil or something like that, doing the spark plugs or whatever, and you know, mechanics. It's like, you know, even when we built all these, it's like, you know, to use a hammer. And it's like, fuck my dog. Seriously, that's what it's like. That's what it's fucking like, 100%. You know, I don't know what they think Westerners, what sort of a life they have. Maybe what you see them on TV, you know, where they're all in office jobs or fucking doing whatever. You know, they don't see them as people, you know. Fuck my dog, that's all I can say. Fuck my dog. Right, so today he'll be turning up later on. So I'm going to get back into cracking this corn. Get this corn cracked. Chick will finish unloading the bananas with Ai. She's just feeding the baby, the goats. So Molly's 2 goats, the orphans, okay, which one we called Molly and the other one is called Clarence. What the fuck are you doing in there? Oh, Mummy left the gate open, did she? So they're inside. Oh. Oh. Come on. Off you go. Off you go. Thank you. Thank you. Nothing to see here. Move on. Nothing to see. Move on. Ah. All right. Get this shut off. So they're inside because they're the orphans, and they're okay when they're with their auntie. But when she had her triplets, like yesterday, the day before, she had her triplets, then of course she's very protective to them, and when the little ones come up near her for a cuddle and a kiss, she's headbutting them. So they've got no home. So what we've done is we follow a woman in the States on, she hasn't got an acre, but she's got an incredible farm. And she raises these little mini goats. Oh, what's that girl you follow in the States?
With them and read.
Sorry, darling?
With them, with M and
Weed, W-E-E-D. Weed, weed and reap. That's okay. I'm going to put her video at the end screen on this video for you so you can see. Now she's done the same. She had a young'un and she kept it inside for how long? Month. So she kept it inside for a month until it was, you know, old enough to be put into a pen by itself. You know what I mean? So Chick follows her a lot. She gets some great ideas, and that's the thing about YouTubing. Okay, you get some ideas off of people and tweet it, adapt it to your needs. Like I get emails from people that say, "Oh, I've just made a goat pen like yours. I've concreted it. I've used all the cement bond, and I'll share your photos of it." And they got a what is it? Tin roof on it and blah blah blah, all steel done nice and strong, you know. And it's like, thanks for the idea. Remember, it is an idea. It's like a plan that we have, you know. It's like when we go to an emergency, when I was teaching emergency response, you've got to make up a plan on what you're going to do. Now the objective will never change, right? Put out the fire, but your plan on how you're going to get there and do it, well, that's the thing that can change. The route can change all the time. And it's the same when you do a pig pen. You say, right, that's what I want to get. That's my objective, is to make that fucking pig pen. No, you don't make it exactly the same. You know, you got to adapt with what materials are available in your location and all this type of stuff. But at the end of it, you have a pig pen with cement and the cement bond on it as well. Now, I've had a few people send me photos like that, so that's good. It's a good thing to say, well, here's some ideas, you adapt it and tweet it to yourself, just like a recipe. All right? Right, I've got too much to do. I've got lots to do today, guys. I'm going to head back in. Chick's getting the bananas, the ripe bananas for her goats. Morning, baby.
Morning.
What do you got there? Is this all your cut-ups for your babies?
Yeah, big bananas from Ice Farm.
Mmm.
So I'm gonna cut less this time.
Cut less. Good. So she's got that. Yellow slippers are here. That means that I's here. Good morning, I.
Morning.
G'day.
Good day.
G'day, mate.
Good day, mate.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye. Ta-da.
Ta-da.
All right, guys. See you all later on. We've got a shitload to do. I said, got to finish this corn. We're going to get some brekkie going, then get out the chainsaw. And I'll show you up the back. The big tree, which is our land marker, we lost about 3 metres off the top of that. I noticed yesterday, I looked up and I thought, geez, that looks different. I said to myself, self, I said, self, that looks different. So we lost 3 metres of that. And I walked up the end of the estate area and I looked across the boundary fence where was it Americano who lives? Norwegian. The Norwegian is. And all the tops of these trees are all off as well. And these trees are like 6 inches to a foot thick. Incredible. All right, guys, love you, leave you. Catch you later.